Hey, Kickers here. Now, it's coming to my attention that some of you guys out there are interested in seeing the newest Jurassic World movie, Jurassic World Dominion. Now, I have two very, very important words for you guys that are interested in seeing this movie.
Get out! Get out of there!
Get the hell out of there, because, my God, this movie, the things that this movie is going to do to you, I barely made it out of this thing alive. Okay. When it comes down to it, this movie is 100% pure nostalgia bait, but having no idea what it's trying to be nostalgic for. Yes, it is bringing back the characters from the previous Jurassic World movies, as well as the original cast from the first Jurassic Park movie. And when I say the original cast from the original Jurassic Park movie, they are doing some deep cuts. And as someone who loves the first Jurassic Park movie, I gotta say, the nostalgia did not hit very well. Okay. This movie takes place after the utter nonsense, which was Fallen Kingdom, where dinosaurs have just been let loose amongst society. And somehow they've spread across the entire globe and are just like there now and just like accepted. Somehow they haven't just all been eradicated or hunted to extinction because people are trying to use them to study and figure out if there's like stuff in their genome they can use for stuff. Like, guys, they were literally created in a lab. You know how they were created. You know all the stuff about them. You don't actually need them around anymore to like study what makes them tick. You make them tick. Also, you have Chris Pratt and that whole thing with his new adopted clone daughter, who is a clone but might not be, going after like other stuff that happens in this movie, because like they're going out of their way to try and make us like this little clone girl, even though she kind of like released a bunch of murder animals across the globe. Yeah, it got kind of weird and wonky. Other than just pure nostalgia bait, there is a plot to this movie, and the plot to this movie is that an evil corporation is trying to kidnap the little clone girl, as well as Blue's new hatchling, who, because like Blue apparently had a kid too, because like, yay, dino hatchlings. So they're going to be kidnapped to be experimented on, and they've got to be rescued. But completely to the side of, you know, the rescue thing about the kid, the dinosaur, the original Jurassic Park characters are studying these locusts who have been released and are kind of devastating crops, because yes, locusts is a big threat in a dinosaur movie, in a Jurassic Park movie. So we have these two separate plots, the locust plot and the kidnapping plot, and they're both merging and meeting together at the same place at this facility where dinosaurs are going to be held, and it's completely set up for a whole big mess of stuff. But before you get there, you've got a whole bunch of weird spy, CIA, FBI stuff going on with human trafficking, dino trafficking, being used as weapons, dogfights, stuff like that, just being sold because of apparently the stuff that happened in the last movie works, and they see them as like viable weapons to be used, even though a gun is far better than anything that they have. Also remember, guns are a thing and should be able to wipe out dinosaurs rather easily, but never really come up. Most of the cast is really sleepwalking through this film. I have no idea what the direction was for this, but other than just like show up, do your lines, and try not to be drunk, I don't know what else was being told to people, because they did not get the best out of these people. There just seems to be lots of ad-libbing, lots of like first takes for the lines being used, and they made me care so little about, like, I could not give a shit about anybody in this film and wanted them all to die horribly. There were not enough dinosaur kills on characters, especially not on the main characters, for me. I mean, like, someone please put me out of my misery by killing all of them. In truth, as far as dino kills, I can only remember like 3 or 4 for like unnamed side characters. It's really weird in this type of film where like, you're expecting like the gore, you're expecting like dino deaths for people. It's kind of what you show up for. This film is weird, it's long, it's bad, it's painful. I felt like I was being stabbed repeatedly in the chest as I was watching this. I just could not wait to go home. Every character was annoying. The heroes, the villains, no one was likable. Not the kid, even not like the dinos, nothing. I wanted everybody dead. And I wanted myself dead most of all. I wanted to get the hell out of there. There is one good kind of chase sequence that happens when they're trying to outrun a set of raptors on a motorcycle, and like, yeah, the chase was kind of good. There's like almost no real danger in it, but like it was a fun set piece. A lot of random things happen that just stall the plot rather than like moving the plot. In one point in the film, there is a plane which is attacked by a dinosaur mid-air, and you're thinking, oh, this is going to stop them from getting to where they have to go. It's like, no. The plane just crashes at where they have to get to, and no one is injured. In fact, one of the characters parachutes out of it for their safety, and all the parachute does was delay them from actually arriving where they're supposed to be. Yeah, this movie is weird. So yeah, you have the 2 sets of characters, the old and the new, and eventually they meet up and compare notes, even though like what they're doing has no real connection to the other. It's like they're these 2 parallel paths that just meet up when they shouldn't be. It's like, why is these are 2 separate movies, have nothing to do with each other. The movie also kind of just weirdly ends once they like solve this locust problem, in that they don't actually solve it on screen. They talk about, oh, we'll figure this out, and then at the end of the movie it's just figured out via voiceover. Solve your problems in the movie. You know what? Solve the movie's problem by just ending the movie. The movie preaches a lot of weird coexistence of the creatures and with nature, forgetting that these dinosaurs are not natural and should not be here. The air is literally not supposed to support these creatures. There's so many callbacks. There's so many like, hey, remember the thing. This movie is drunk on the wine of member berries, but the wine is spoiled. It replicates so many scenes and so many shots from the original Jurassic Park, but with no real feeling behind them. And it's just a chore. It's like, yeah, don't watch this movie. Watch something else. Pop in the original Jurassic Park movie, maybe the original Lost World movie, but really don't give this thing money. It is not fun. The action is kind of mediocre to semi-passable, but nothing worth the ticket price. Yeah, just stay home and save yourself a headache. It's bad. Anyway, I'm Keckers. That's Jurassic World Dominion, and if you want me to rant some more about that, hit me in the comment section, and I might post like more detailed thoughts on this movie. But right now, I would just rather get some sleep and forget it. Bye.